Hey, what is up guys? OG Carnage here with another Slayer guide. Today's Slayer monster is Bloodvelds. Now before we go ahead and get into the locations, I'm going to run you guys through a few setups that I personally prefer to use. Now the first setup is my most preferred setup, and that's the prayer setup. For this setup you want to go ahead and wear your proselyte armor. If you don't have proselyte armor, you can wear the initiate armor. If you don't have that, you can also use the monk robes top and bottom. In your quiver slot, you can use the Unholy Blessing. It doesn't really matter. It's only a +1 bonus. Wear your Slayer helmet, and for the rest of your gear, just whatever is the best you have. As far as your inventory goes, you want to take a superset. You also want to take about 8 to 10 prayer potions. If you have a rune pouch, go ahead and fill it up with alch runes. If you don't, you can take them just the alch runes themselves, since they do drop a lot of alcohols, and go ahead and put a teleport out. The second method is a ranging method, which is one that I don't really use. But you can if you want to. You just go ahead and slap on your best range gear, your Slayer helmet imbued if you have one. If not, take an archer's helmet, if not a Robin Hood hat, and go ahead and take an archer's ring if you have an archer's ring. If not, ring of wealth, what have you. It doesn't really matter. Now as far as the inventory goes, the cannon part is optional. You can decide to take one or not, or maybe you don't have one, that's fine. But for this video I will show you a spot to set it up in. But you want to go ahead and bring a full inventory of food, because one will be attacking you, one Bloodveld, and then you also want to take a rune ranging, pot, and then your rune pouch with your alcohols, or just your alcohols, and then a teleport out. Now the first location that I'm going to go ahead and show you guys is the only location in my guide where you can use the cannon, and that's over in Neve's Caves, which is right next to Neve, and it's located in the Gnome Stronghold. Now most likely Neve is your Slayer master anyway, so you know exactly what I'm talking about, because it's literally the cave right next to her. Once you're inside Neve's caves, you want to go ahead and run east a little bit, and across 2 different rooms. Now once you get to the exact area that I'm on, you want to go ahead and place your cannon. Once you have your cannon placed, you want to go ahead and run to this side, and then you're going to be getting double hits on all the Bloodvelds, catching them from all sides, which is going to be great. It's not really a safe spot, but you should be alright anyways. The second location is the Catacombs of Curran, but just so you know, you need 50 Slayer to kill the Bloodvelds in here. Getting to Curran is very easy. You can go ahead and get yourself over to Port Sarum, run to the very last dock where there's a guy called Vales. You can travel Vales, and it'll take you here to this dock, which then you just have to run west and then south, and you'll get to where I am. Alternatively, if you have the ferry ring codes unlocked, you want to get yourself to the nearest ferry ring, type in the code DJR, then you're going to go ahead and run east and then north, and then you'll be just in the exact same spot where I am. Once you're at this location, you want to go ahead and right click, and then you want to go to investigate. Once you're down here, you want to go ahead and head east with a room full of moss giants. Once you're there, you want to go ahead and head south, and then you'll eventually come into the Mutated Bloodveld. If you're going to go ahead and be ranging these guys, you want to go ahead and stand in this square here exactly, because it's in a safe spot. If you go one step down, they can actually follow you all the way down to almost where the jellies are. Now the reason that I love coming to the Catacombs of Curran to kill these guys, even though it will take a little bit longer, is because these guys are higher level. And because of that, they give better Slayer experience and better combat experience. Not only that, their blood rune drop rate is a lot higher than regular Bloodvelds. The second reason, man, it's the Catacombs of Curran. Every monster in here, not just the Bloodvelds, can drop totem pieces. There's 3 of them. When you get all 3 totem pieces, you put it together to create a dark totem, and you can use that to fight the demi-boss Scotizo. Also, they drop ancient shards. Once you get 3 ancient shards, you can use that on your dark light to create an arc light, and that arc light is very strong against demons, all demons, greater demons, black demons, including the boss Scotizo. So if you go in there and you fight Scotizo and you have your arc light, you can get some really good drops, and you can get a cool pit, which is pretty dope. Alright guys, that's it. That's my Slayer guide. Hopefully this was helpful to you. If it was, go ahead and drop a like, leave a comment if you have suggestions for another one, or if you have any critique of my videos. Thank you.